there's controversy around Titus, the character.
Okay, because he's very over the top.
Yeah, there's controversy over him, like Titus as a character, because he's sometimes seen as a caricature of a gay man. Like, it's over dramatized, even though Titus is named after the person who plays him and is literally gay.
His name is Titus Andromedon, though. Like,
literally, his name is literally Titus Andromedon.
Like, what kind of fucking last name is that?
But, like, I don't know. It's like, can you really be offended by a gay man being himself on camera and then being like, he's just being a gay caricature, abiding to gay stereotypes, but he's being himself?
I think the show's like isn't the show a satire?
It is it's very satirical.
It's very satirical.
The show is very sarcastic.
So, like, putting a gay man to play a gay character that's, like, extremely over the top with stereotypes is just being, you know, like, oh, well, you know.
But he's also just being himself, and I'm just like, come on, why? I mean, if he, girl.
I fucking love Titus. I fucking love Titus.
I just get
Pinot Noir, caviar. You remember that episode? He goes into this He goes into the front of a strip club that has, like, columns, like Greek columns, and he starts recording a song called Pinot Noir.
Yep.
Pinot Noir.
It's been so long since I watched that show that, like, some of the references just get lost. But, like, that show's so fucking funny. And then I saw the old lady, the landlady.
Yes.
The person who played that lady. She's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I didn't know who she was. Like, I don't know what her name is.
Literally, I don't know what her name is.
I just know her as Lillian.
I see her in everything. And she reminds me of Miss Kelly that we work with.
Oh,
like, the way she talks.
Yes. They're probably from the same
place.
The way
she looks. I mean, maybe.
A little bit.
It's so funny because she'd be like, hey, darling. And I'm just like, hey.
Hi.
What's up? Like, she's always on some, hey, darling, hey. I'm just like, yes, hello.
Yes.
Hello.
I feel like this is the perfect opportunity for us to introduce ourselves in this episode.
Hey, what's up, you guys?
Hi, everybody.
I'm Tay.
And I'm Nat.
And today we are going to be on Lgbt+V. Just kidding. We're going to be on YouTube. But we're talking about LGBT today.
This is our special segment.
LGBT+V.
Happy Pride Month, everybody. I lost what I was going to say.
Be proud.
Be proud.
If you've made it this far.
Be safe.
We're proud of you.
Don't put yourself in danger. Come out whenever you want to. Or don't. You don't have to if you don't want to. It's perfectly valid. I don't think coming out is valid. Thing.
It's just funny.
Was it funny?
You were saying it.
Listen.
It's like, come out when you're ready. Or don't.
You know, if you don't want to come out, that's totally fine.
It's okay.
Let people figure it out. It's your life. Live your life.
There's Wi-Fi in the closet.
Don't be afraid to be who you are, though.
Period. That part.
Be yourself.
Yes.
So on this episode, we're going to be talking about a couple of TV shows that are not inherently gay TV shows or anything like that. They have gay characters in them, or they have gay episodes in them,
or feature
gay storylines.
An interesting relationship, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I guess one of them is like. One of them is interesting.
We're gonna talk about different TV shows.
Yeah, we're going in.
We're talking about gay TV, everybody.
We're getting ripped tonight.
R.I.P. that. Hey. Wait, isn't it like this?
I don't fucking know.
I'm getting ripped tonight. R.I.P. that. Hey. Okay, this is horrible. Oh, I forgot to wear my necklace. It's literally on the table over there. It's okay.
It's okay. We'll put it on.
I'll put it on after the break. Are you okay?
I'm checking.
Checking what?
The time.
Okay. Yeah, probably like at 40.
Okay.
So the first.
So sorry.
We're so lost today. This is the first time that we're doing the
TV stuff.
TV segment in Queerflix, and so we're kind of lost in the structure of what we want to do things here, but we're going to talk about Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, our favorite character, Titus Andromedon.
Titus is great.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I love Titus. He's funny as fuck.
Right.
He's relatable.
Yes.
Like, Michael! Michael!
I can't.
That whole storyline. I love, like, all his little relationships and, like, his drama. I'm just like, he's heartbroken. And then he's like, I'm gonna write a song about it.
Yeah.
That's so me.
He's lemonading.
But he writes a whole musical.
He lemonaded.
Oh, he did lemonade.
He lemonaded. So,
but we remember.
He said, and
he broke everything.
He was like, I'm lemonading. And then he
grabs
walks
the bat.
out, grabs the bat, and then he's like,
in his dress.
Hold up. I ain't playing with you, Michael. I'm not playing with you, Michael.
The whole song.
For real. And then he breaks Michael's car window.
And then Michael's like,
what the hell? That's my truck.
Oh, Titus. But like, I mean, Titus's character is also still surrounded by some controversy.
There is controversy. Well, okay, so Titus moved to New York after high school, if I'm not mistaken, right? Where he was closeted for most of his life, and he got married for.
Yep.
He was married. I forgot he was married. But he got married with this person that he didn't want to be married to because he was gay. We do see him grow though, because he's the type of person that doesn't really do relationships and doesn't really do, because he's in New York and he's a New York gay or whatever. But when Kimmy moves in with him, he kind of grows as a person. So, you know, be more trustworthy of people and open himself up.
Yeah, because he was really like
closed up. Yeah.
He was out.
He
was
was
very.
You could tell he was gay. He wasn't
hiding
like that he was gay. He was just like, no, this is how things work for me, and this is how it's gonna stay. And Kimmy's
very
like,
comfortable.
Yeah.
And complacent.
Mm-hmm.
But Kimmy just kind of.
Kimmy said,
threw his life for a spiral. She said, no, you have to be authentically you 100%. Let's do this. Yeah. She's like, I lived underground for years.
For years.
I
was kidnapped as a kid.
And now I don't know.
Yep. And now I don't know anything, and I need somebody to help me learn.
Yep.
Pretty much.
God. Kimmy Schmidt.
Kimmy Schmidt's amazing.
Our favorite F-hag.
Kimmy Schmidt is hilarious. I love her so much.
I love that woman. However...
Wait, but like, what else? What else can we talk about with Titus?
Well, his character is played by himself. He himself is his character.
Right.
But a lot of people in the gay viewing community see Titus's portrayal of Titus. It sounds stupid. Titus's portrayal of Titus to be a gay caricature or a gay stereotype. And, I mean, obviously not everyone acts the same.
Right.
Not every gay likes the same stuff or talks the same way.
Didn't get that.
Shut up. I was saying something. Titus. Okay. We don't all act the same, obviously. We don't talk the same.
Right. Not everybody has that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
hi.
like we're not on some, oh my god.
Let's go get margaritas.
Oh my god. Like,
girl.
that's Kardashianism. That's not being gay.
I've never watched an episode of The Kardashian in my life.
You don't have to. It's just the way they live life over there.
I don't like the
No, I'm kidding.
I don't like them.
Ooh. I don't know. I feel like just the way people attribute the stereotypes. I mean, wait, I'm completely confusing myself and talking about things that I'm not even talking about.
Okay.
Titus is played by his own person. Himself. Titus plays Titus.
He's playing an exaggerated version of himself, I think. Like a satirized.
It's very satire-y, and the jokes he makes are satire as fuck. Mm-hmm. But I mean, he himself also kind of is like, I mean, I guess. Like, I guess it's a caricature. I mean, it's a TV show. Mm-hmm. But he's also a main character. I don't know. It's a lot.
There's, like, a lot of stigma with, like, how a gay man sounds. There's actually a documentary that's called Do I Sound Gay?
Oh, yep.
I don't think I finished the documentary. It was very interesting how this person was just interviewing, And everybody was like, yeah, you just kind of like talk like this. And I'm like, what the? Like, why is that a thing? You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, this is fine, you know, like...
This is so... I love this. This is so funny to me.
I would be like...
I do this all the time. It's the two hands for me. I'm so fucking gay.
And then I'll be like looking at somebody, right? And then I'll look at a friend of mine and be like... I'm like...
And then meanwhile, the person's looking at you like...
It's like,
hey. I wish that would happen to me, the fuck?
I can't even. So, besides Titus... Well, Titus has an interesting relationship with Mike.
Yeah.
Because he's just a closeted man until he comes out. And he's like... Wow.
I was about to do the exact same thing.
Anyways.
Bachata break? No, I'm kidding.
Our Hispanic side is coming out.
Yeah.
It's an interesting dynamic because he was expecting something and then Mike gave him something completely different from what he was expecting. Because he was like, okay, well, I'm going to teach you everything and then you're just going to be with me forever or whatever. And then Mikey was like, okay, well...
I'm not ready for all that.
Right, I'm not ready for all of that. Well, technically...
He's like, I just got here.
Technically, Michael was like, I don't want to, be with another person for right now. And Titus was like, no, you have to do it. Because I feel like if I don't let you do this, then you'll never do it. And blah, blah, blah. And you'll resent me. And I'm like, what?
Yeah. Titus was on some, it's for your own good. It's like, okay, but
it was more because Titus was afraid. He was afraid of committing. Like 100%.
Titus himself was afraid.
Well, he was afraid of being tied down in the relationship, whereas it would get in the way of his dreams. Because he did want to be on Broadway. And that was his long time goal. Until he gave up before Kimmy got to him. And then he was like, Kimmy, you know what?
Like, your one-man show. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I loved that arc. That was a great episode.
Yeah. But I think Titus... It's a comedy show. It's a satirical show. Yeah. So it's definitely going to be over the top. But I don't think it's offensive. I mean, I'm not a gay man.
It's not offensive to me.
But I don't think it's offensive, personally.
As a AMAB.
So, yeah. I mean, that's our take on Titus.
Titus.
We love you, Titus.
We love you, Titus.
I love Titus's content. He's so good.
He's so funny.
What other episode we were talking about?
We were talking about San Juperino, the episode of Black Mirror.
It's Junipero, right? It's
not it's not Juperino.
Okay. I thought it was Juperino.
I'd be thinking the same.
Black Mirror episode San Junipero. This was requested.
No, let me tell you.
Oh my god.
Sorry. It was requested by
one of our viewers.
Yeah. I thought we knew a name.
Oh, yeah, Amanda.
Yeah!
Her name's Amanda. Mandas Doodles on Instagram. Go follow her stuff. She actually made this and these lovely earrings that I'm wearing today that you probably can't see, but we'll see if you can.
Not sponsored, but we love you.
Sponsored, not sponsored. Very good art. So I had seen the episode before when I was younger. When I was looking for queer content.
Time. That was my first time.
That was your first time watching it?
I think I watched some of it, but I never watched the ending.
Oh my god, no.
Yeah, I watched half of it, and I was like, this isn't scary. That's what I thought Black Mirror was. I thought Black Mirror was supposed to be scary. A lot of them are kind of scary,
yeah, to the point where you're like, oh my god, what?
Yeah, but that's why I watched it. Black Mirror
I've only
because it was
seen
scary.
A small handful of them. So, but the ones I've seen are like, oh my god, technology's turning on you.
Literally, that's what I was watching it for.
Yeah.
So when I encountered San Juperino for the first time, I wasn't really interested because I'm like, what is this? Oh, okay, technology, cool. But I wasn't interested because it wasn't scary, because that's what I was in it for. But actually watching it, ma'am, it's the way that story was it just evolved so nicely, but it also hits very close to home, I think, for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. Minus the circumstances of where they are.
Right.
Which isn't revealed to you until later on in the show.
Yeah.
In the episode, I mean.
As, like, one. The first time I saw this episode, I wasn't really paying attention to it. I was just, like, kind of looking for gay content, and I just watched it to watch it. Like, I didn't pay attention. Like, half of the movies that I've seen in my life, I just watched to watch and never
Not me, I'm very picky.
Attention to them. But when I watched it the second time, I noticed things that I didn't notice the first time, and I was like, oh my god, this is actually very, very good.
It was really good.
It's a great story. This is obviously spoiler alert, because we're going to spoil the whole thing for you. This has been out for, like, I don't know how long. So
like 4 years.
Get it together and watch whatever we're talking about.
Black Mirror literally releases content so slowly.
Yeah.
This season, this is from season 2? 3?
2 or 3.
This shit's been out since like 2016.
The amount of creativity that it takes to think about these scenarios and like how technology will evolve in the future.
Literally. It takes a lot for them to write these, and then it takes a lot for them to actually make them.
Yeah.
They're really, like, Black Mirror
really
episodes
good.
are really expensive.
You can tell that they, you know, they don't make
the
it
production
just to
quality.
make it. Yeah, the production quality.
The story's there. Like,
A+. A++.
So Black Mirror as a whole, 10 out of 10, we love it. Anyway, San Juperino. Woo! We're back.
I can't sing.
Again.
San Juperino. San Juperino. I love the storyline of, I don't know why, but like a lot of gay stuff, like a lot of gay characters and gay storylines are like, one of them is like ready and the other one's not. Like one of them's like pulling the other one to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
like in the half of it.
Right.
Like in, well, not really. Not the half of it. I meant to say the other movie. Saving Face.
Saving Face. Yeah. But like I've noticed that a lot.
Yeah,
and,
it is very common.
It's a common storyline where like one of them's like, this was fun, you know.
This is fun, but this isn't for me.
I'm right. So and then they just come back for more, and I'm like,
but honestly,
well, wasn't it for you? I don't know. Like it was totally for you, 100%.
I mean, watching it, you understand why, though.
I did understand why.
Because it's like, it's a lot to unpack in this episode.
Yeah.
Like, there's like, they have both of their own lives. They're kind of just here.
So for those
and we don't really know why they're there until the end of the fucking episode.
True.
But I was like, literally, like, the whole thing with like,
Wait.
So what was her name?
Whoever doesn't know what we're talking about, San Juperino, is a Black Mirror episode in which people can go into a simulation as their younger selves.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was their younger selves. And, you know,
they can pick whatever year they want.
Right, whatever year they want to travel to, and just, like, go into San Juperino, which is the city.
The hub.
Go and do whatever they want.
Hang out with people, drink, eat. They could feel pain.
People, right.
They could literally die. They can't die in there.
I don't know if they can die.
Well, they're physical, but they themselves in the world.
Well, they can't feel pain if they don't want to. Like, they can
turn it off.
They can turn it off and, like, throw themselves off a cliff and be, like, completely fine. But that's what the episode's about. So we have these two characters, Kelly and Yorkie, who meet and interact in that simulation, and then Yorkie's kind of like, I like you.
We don't know it's a simulation until later in the episode.
Right.
We also don't know why they're in the simulation until after.
Right. Each week, they only get it once a week. 'Cause
5 hours only, once a week, because it's a trial period.
Because it's two old women that are doing the simulations.
Yeah. As young women.
As their younger selves.
Mm-hmm.
So they go into the simulation, they do their thing, and then Yorkie, I can tell that Yorkie feels at peace with meeting Kelly, and she's like, oh, well, this is interesting. I want to keep exploring this. And Kelly...
I just had dots, like, there was 2 dots in my brain, and the line said, doop. 2 dots just connected in my brain out of nowhere. Continue. I'll talk on it in a minute.
I can't. So then Yorkie, Kelly is like, nah, bro. Like, I'm just here for one thing only. That's it.
Honestly, I feel like I've been a Kelly before. You know?
I've always been the other one.
I feel like I've been a Kelly.
Forever.
Low key.
I want to be a Kelly, but I can't be a Kelly.
I can be a Kelly.
I cannot
be I mean, I don't actively try to be. But I'm also like forcing myself to keep myself out of situations where I could potentially break someone's heart.
Thing is, like, I'm taking my time to get to know you.
I'm taking my time to get to know myself right now. I'm not dating anyone.
Right, but like in the sense of, in like the perspective of the Yorkies of the world.
Yorkie was very the Yorkies. Or whatever.
I'm taking the time to get to know you as a person, right? Like, I would expect you to do the same. Some people aren't like that.
I mean, I don't think... Okay, I completely forgot that happened like that way also. The whole Kelly thing, where she's kind of like... You could tell... Like, I see myself as a Kelly in the way where Kelly was having, like, the emotional issues stopping her from making that romantic connection with another person. Okay. That is where I am.
Okay.
Like, or that's where I relate to her as a character.
Right.
But, like, the fucking... My brain just fucking stopped working. I'm so sorry. I've knocked that candle over at least 5 times today.
Yeah. You understand the emotional blockage that she's feeling.
Yes. And then you said, in the Yorkie perspective, she's trying to get to know that person.
She's trying to have
But, like, the whole, like, I'm giving you a chance. Like, we met, we had a good time, and now you don't want to talk to me anymore. Like, I understand that, too. Like, that doesn't, like, it's just, like...
It's a lot, but there's,
it makes sense.
It does make sense. There's 2 types of people, There's the people that put in the effort and give in the chance. There's the people that are blocked
the takers
emotionally, that can't, accept the chance that they're giving, or they can't,
give back
the
feelings.
But there's also the people that don't care.
Yeah.
And Kelly is a mix of those. Like, Kelly's a mix of, she doesn't care, because she didn't care at the beginning.
At the beginning she did it because she didn't care.
And then she was like, okay, well, I can't really do this because of this. And then we get more of an explanation as to why she's the way that she is. We do get an explanation on why Yorkie is the way she is.
Yeah, Yorkie...
She experienced a lot.
Yorkie was, like, to say the least, Yorkie didn't get much of a life at all.
No, she did not. I forgot about that.
Yeah, she was literally... It's a simulation that they're in, y'all. She's literally paralyzed. Cannot talk, cannot speak, cannot anything. In a bed. Cannot do feeding anything. Tube, oxygenated, everything. She cannot do anything for herself.
And she's been like that basically her
since
whole
she
life.
was like 17, 18, something like that. She got in it's a pretty bad accident.
It was all because her family wasn't accepting of the way that she was.
Yeah.
Which is very sad.
Because it happens.
It does happen.
A lot. Too much.
And that's a conversation that everybody should have, with their friends. Like, if you're not comfortable with talking about your family, like, talking to your family about it, don't.
If you know.
Force yourself.
If you know that you are in serious danger, if you come out.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Just don't. Until you are in a safe environment. That is my recommendation. It's rough out there.
It's very...
And, like, it's like your parents... I mean, like, okay, my parents at the beginning, like, before I even experienced any gay feelings or anything, they were on some...
Oh, it's like, yeah, we have gay friends, but we don't have gay kids. Like, that, not our kids, And
I'm just like, little do they know. But however, they were on some, like, yeah, we have gay friends. We're not homophobic, but you can't be one.
That's wild.
And I'm just like, and then I started growing up. And then it's kind of like my parents were preaching, yeah, we love gay people. But then they were also preaching, like, yeah, but if you are one, we can't support you. Obviously, like, my mom is like, the script has changed.
Right.
My mom is accepting of it.
That's good.
But my mom is always on some, be careful out there. Don't trust people. Don't go anywhere with anyone. Like, just like, Mom, I know. I'm 21. I know. But then again, my brother's 32 and he don't know nothing, so.
I mean, it happens.
It happens.
It does happen.
But, like, And what did Kelly talk about her family besides her family?
I don't think she talked about her family.
Did.
No. Okay. So pause. We don't get an explanation as to like Kelly's relationship with her family, because I think Kelly was just the person that she got married. Again, this is spoilers because like we're gonna talk about the entire episode, because this is our favorite of the three things that we're gonna talk about.
This is the most
relevant,
aligning to the topic.
Yes. So Kelly was married to a man for most of her life. They had children and whatnot. So I don't think she had the opportunity to explore her gay side, if that makes sense. Like her queerness. That's what I understood. It's like, okay, well,
like she got married so early, she didn't really get a chance to know.
And it's not like she was like she wanted to experience it. Like she did want to experience it, but it's not like she felt like she was missing out. And she wasn't in a loveless marriage either.
Which is a very large misconception about bisexual people. Mm-hmm. A lot. They're like, oh, no, they're just promiscuous. Oh, no, you're not bi, you're just a whore. What?
So, and then if a bi woman is with a man, then she's straight. It's
literally, like, but no, she's not. She's still bi.
Literally not the point.
She's still bi.
She is still bi.
She may be in a heterosexual relationship.
But she's still bi.
But she is still a bisexual person.
Exactly.
And I'm sure her partner sees her and values her as such.
Exactly. Unless they're weirded out by it. Which is
literally,
like, get over yourself, bitch.
Truthfully.
Get over yourself. This isn't about you.
Like.
Period. But yeah, I think the only thing we get from Kelly is that she doesn't want to. She feels like she can't move on from her husband
and child
because she feels like it's gonna be, what's it called?
It's like abandoning them.
Not abandoning them, because she's not gonna abandon her child. That's how she sees it, kind of. But she doesn't want to, not disrespect him. She feels like it's not fair. That's what she.
Yeah, it isn't.
Yeah, she feels like it's not fair for her to
upload,
to move on without him.
Yeah, since they didn't get the chance that she did.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense, but like she means in the terms of like she feels like that's her only love, and she's not supposed to be with somebody else.
I didn't see it like that at all.
I saw it like
I
that.
saw it in the way of like my husband and child died.
They
died too, but they didn't get the chance
that.
to be in here. So I don't want to be here without them because they were, they are
great
her people.
But now she can have a new life, and she does have a new life.
And she can disconnect whenever she wants if she decides that she would like to join her family.
True. I mean, she was having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was very, very good.
Yeah. I mean, sacrifices had to be made. Mm-hmm. For their relationship to work, mm-hmm. and they cared enough for each other to make those sacrifices.
That's true. That's very true. Do we have any other thoughts on San Juperino?
San Juperino is great. Watch it.
Is a really good.
If you
episode.
haven't, I'm
it's
hoping
like
you have.
it hits you in the feels, man.
Yeah,
it really
I think
does.
I cried.
Yeah, you did cry.
I did cry.
You did cry. I didn't cry because I saw that was your first time watching it. I probably cried. No, I probably didn't cry the first time I watched it.
No, but you cried last night though. Watch it.
Well, we watched something else and I did cry. Yeah, that was very emotional.
Did too. I was trying to keep it in.
No, you never keep that. You let it out. If you ever cry
I'm an
during
emotional
TV
bottler.
Or movies, just let it out. I cry in
but
everything.
Truthfully, I literally spent all week crying over TV.
That's true. That's very
literally
true.
Last episode. What did I say?
But okay,
crying.
so I didn't used to cry about everything. Like when I was growing up watching movies and TV, I didn't used to cry at them at all. Like certain ones. Mm-hmm. And then I went through my life experience of losing my mom. Yeah. And after that, I cry over every insignificant character that
literally
dies.
Cry over everything.
Literally,
in the show.
I was watching a random show and somebody died, and I started crying. And I was like, "What is wrong?"
Don't watch Alice in Borderland episode 3. I haven't touched that show since that episode.
Dang, that's a lot.
Yeah, that episode was really hard.
Okay, well, I'm not.
But it was good. is just really difficult to watch.
I'm probably not gonna watch that show because you told me about it and I was like, like I saw the trailer, but I wasn't.
Yeah, like the show itself is interesting, the concept is interesting, but like that episode was like,
oh, I can't. So we got Kimmy Schmidt.
Yes.
San Juperino.
Yes.
Now we're going to our favorite.
One of our favorites.
Killing Eve.
Now, here is where I said that because some of the relationships aren't necessarily like gay relationships, they're interesting.
Yes.
Because this isn't a direct lesbian relationship. It is more so two women pursuing each other.
Right. They love the thrill.
But
it's about the thrill that they get from each other.
I feel like they're definitely into each other.
They are 100% into each other. Didn't they kiss?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that can also be seen as like a tease.
You haven't seen season 3, right?
No.
Okay, never mind. We're not talking about season 3.
But they did kiss in season 2.
I don't remember.
Villanelle kisses her.
Yes, she does.
Kisses her on the lips.
Yeah.
I think. But like that whole fucking show is so good.
I remember when
Did they have sex? I feel like they had sex.
They haven't had sex.
I feel like they did.
I'm waiting for them to have sex. We're gonna die if they have sex. What?
I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna be like, yes!
So, when I first started watching this show, I think I was on a break from Winona Earp, which is another gay show that you should probably watch. Because they were filming the next season or whatever, and so I said, what is this Killing Eve show with Sandra Oh?
Dude.
And then I watched the first episode, and I was hooked.
Literally, I watched one episode. I watched one episode, and then I was like, this is really familiar.
What got me hooked too? It was Jodie. Jodie, the one that plays Villanelle.
Yes.
I was like, who is this woman?
She's so beautiful.
She is sexy as hell. Who are you? I love you. I love you.
She made my brain go.
So,
I said, ooh.
A brief synopsis on the show. It's about a detective, right? She's kind of a detective.
Sandra Oh plays a character named Eve, who is a detective for MI6 or MI5.
MI6.
MI6. It's one of them bitches. Sorry, British government. No, I'm not.
We don't mean that.
Fuck the British government. I meant that. And the other character, Jodie, she plays Villanelle, who is a Russian assassin who speaks a lot of languages.
She's multilingual.
English, French, Spanish, Italian. Like, she is very powerful. And she is very wanted. So,
the show is basically... Because Sandra Oh's character is not a complete detective. She just works there, but she's not involved completely.
She was, and then she wasn't. Because
that wasn't her department.
For them to pursue Villanelle, she could not be associated with MI6 at all. Because eventually they would have to,
Well, I'm talking about the beginning.
Terminate. In the beginning she was part of the thing, but she
wasn't on the case.
She wasn't on that case. She kind of forced her way into that case.
She did, because she was so obsessed with like how this assassin killed people.
Because she gets in and gets out and leaves no trace of like anything. She makes it look like
she was obsessed with her technique or like her style, and that's how the cat and mouse chase kind of happened.
And then they kind of started looking for each other and leaving little things for each other.
That's gay about this show is that we know that Villanelle's gay, 100%.
Yeah,
like we can tell. We can just tell.
But
she has that energy.
Also, Villanelle has killed hundreds of people. Very likely to be a sociopath. Could also just be using sexuality to manipulate, but I think there is like a common little trait in like crime dramas like this, where there is a character with a lot of power who has some god complex or superiority power complex, and then there's the detective that's chasing them.
Yeah, but I think
we see this in Death Note too a lot, anime. But that's what this show really made me think about.
I think, okay, so the whole point of the show that I love about it is that it gives us gay panic every time.
Literally every time they're together or near each other.
Gay panic, because you're like, are they gonna do it or not? Are they gonna kiss or not? Like,
or like, is one of them gonna kill the other one? Like, what's gonna happen? Are you gonna kiss her or kill her?
I liked the ending on season 1 because it was
very open-ended.
it was very open-ended, but it was also kind of like a wake-up call for Villanelle, because she was like, well, I can make her do whatever I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then Eve was like...
And Eve was like, bitch...
I'm on top now.
She was like, bitch, you fucking thought.
She was literally on top, too.
Was she on top? I thought
yeah,
she was on the bottom.
Eve literally got on top of her and said... Or it might have been the other way around. One of them had... I feel like Eve knew that Villanelle was going to attack her if she didn't attack her first, so she did. But...
I mean,
also,
she just didn't trust
she also
her
might have not
she's a
attacked
psycho.
Her. And she is. She kills a lot of people.
She's a psycho. I was about to talk about season 3, but I can't because you haven't watched it. But that's essentially what makes this show. It's not
interesting.
Right. It's very interesting because you're still waiting for that gay moment to happen.
But we also could just be getting queer baited this entire time, and we won't find out until it actually happens.
I hope we're not getting.
I hope I'm not getting queer baited because I know Eve's into it.
Eve is 100%
Eve is so into it.
Like they're both into it.
They're both into each other.
But
I hope. Or Villanelle's really manipulative.
I think it's a whole thing about women in power and women doing things, like female leads in general, that make,
which is nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
It's a very good show. But yeah.
Pussy in power.
We have 1 minute.
If you put pussy in power, the world will flower.
So that was our take on LGBT. Our LGBTVs of this month. Probably this month or next month, we'll talk about some other shows that we like to incorporate in this. But
this is a special episode.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out the episodes and the shows that we talked about. We'll see you guys next episode.
Bye.
Wait. Unbreakable, Kimmy, Schmidt, and episode San Juperino of Black Mirror can be streamed on Netflix, and Killing Eve is on Hulu. Thanks for watching, y'all. Have a great time.
Bye.
Happy viewing.
Stay gay.
It's the long stare into the camera.